He's Tim.
And he's Sam.
And this is Cinematators.
That's right. And today we're doing 4 of our favorite scenes from one of the best sequels of all time. It's game over, man. It's game over. Sam, what's the movie?
Aliens.
Woo! And tonight we have a special guest to help us through this wonderful piece of cinema.
Chris Bonehead Naylor.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on. What is that? What we got there? Hold on.
That is my Kenner hover tread vehicle. That is not in the movie, but Kenner decided to make one anyway. They made a few things that weren't in the movies that we were just like confused when they came out.
That's what it always felt like when they make Batman toys. It's like, especially the Tim Burton ones. You're like, I don't remember him being in all silver in a glider. It's weird.
Yeah. Back when Batman was in space. Wait, when did that happen?
When did that happen?
Batman's spacesuit.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that? You got? Was that a Tiki Xenomorph?
Yes, it was a Tiki Xenomorph. There we go. That I got from Mondo, the company Mondo. This episode is brought to you by, and just kidding. No, it's a Tiki Mondo Xenomorph. Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, thanks for coming on. I heard that you had a aliens wedding.
Yes, I did. I had an aliens wedding and aliens engagement. It all started with the engagement when I went to Comic-Con, broke into Hall H with my wife, and contacted the moderator a couple days prior, and he got me to propose to my wife in front of the entire cast and producer Galen Hurd and director James Cameron.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a cringe video, though. I'm so nervous in it. But it happened and it worked out and everyone clapped for me and it was great.
Did you have an exit strategy if things went south?
Oh God, no. I mean, I think she would have ran first. So, I just would have stood there and went, game over, man.
That would have been the perfect out.
That would have been the perfect out.
Yeah. And Bill Paxton was there. Yeah. And it was so amazing. The moderator brought us up after the panel and we took a picture with all of them. It was amazing.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Which again, this entire scene and setup is great because you get to know all the Space Marines pretty much that you want to know and that you eventually feel for.
You know, the guy who played Apone was an actual Marine.
He was.
First Black
Al
Marine
Matthews.
to make it to, Al Matthews, first Black Marine to make it to Sergeant.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And apparently they were shooting at the same time as Full Metal Jacket. And so he and Arlie Ermey would share stories.
Oh, that's great.
I love you
right in the mouth.
Yeah. That thing's not dry at all. It's ready to roll. So did he get to come up with his own lines then since he was in?
That's a good question, actually. But look into my eye. I think that was his.
Yeah.
So again, it's just such a cool intro to all these characters. You don't get a lot of this character development right away in a lot of movies these days.
Me and Sam talking about in our Batman Begins episode, this like natural exposition or natural development that good writing has.
Very
it doesn't force. It's not like, hey, Sam, remember when we were friends for 40 years and we used to go do the thing that we're about to go do again? And this is our relationship building.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, right? Like who doesn't talk about that?
Yeah. My God, we've been brother and sister our entire life.
That's what you're saying is that it just felt all natural.
It's very natural. And I think that had a lot to do with Cameron's having them spend 3 weeks together in boot camp and all that stuff. And they get to pick all their weapons.
They shot that opening scene last. That was the last scene they shot. So they had spent the entire shoot together. And they went through the Marine training thing, that boot camp. And they got that, camaraderie going on. Yeah. So it came through very naturally. And I love that.
Jim Cameron, you genius.
Awesome. You smart son of a bitch.
I think he's known for, his stories, but I think he's more known for his characters, They're all seeing this for the first time in their lives, you know what I mean? So they're all just like, oh shit, maybe we didn't sign up for this.
You should have read Ripley's report. None of them read it. And he's like, read it. I'm like, they're not reading this.
It's all on disc.
Yeah, it's all on Laserdisc.
Again, tension building, to the max.
And this is your vulnerability you're talking about, Sam.
Yeah.
She has the PTSD and just
her dream coming true.
Ugh. Would have shot him.
Here it is.
Yeah. Well, tail.
And then right here.
I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah. Goodbye, Frost.
Ironic that Frost went out in a ball of flame.
I never put two and two together.
And then the setup of that, he had the bag of ammo.
Yeah,
and
he
then all
had the bag
blew
of
up.
ammo. Boom.
So now they have less ammo, which helps with the tension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, here we
That's what I would've
go.
done.
You meet all these great characters, and more than half of them just get wiped out. And you're just like, oh shit, what are they gonna do now?
And you feel like you knew them.
You really
the
do.
way they built up the relations between the two of them, the bunch of them.
Yeah,
they have such camaraderie going on that you feel like, okay, I know this group. I know this group. I miss every one of them when they die.
I know.
Except for maybe one or two.
Yeah, the weird Spassky guy had a weird name, and we could never figure out where he was.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. Like the screenwriter, like was it James Cameron who wrote it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just like, dude, where'd you get that name? Just go like Wachowski or something like that. Something that comes up.
Where's Spassky? It sounds like you're saying, "Where's Basky?"
That's what I thought he was.
Where
I
is
literally
he?
thought he was saying it until you saw his little name tag.
I thought the same thing growing up.
Yeah.
Where's Basky? I'll do you one better. Who's Basky?
When's Basky? I don't know.
Why is Basky?
There it is. So this is terrifying.
Yeah. Once the vials are on the ground, you're just like, oh shit.
We have to get up. And the heater giving off that like amber glow on them.
Yeah.
For that motivation lighting, like, is so awesome.
Yeah.
And she reaches up and the gun's missing.
It's like, man, they were really passed out, weren't they?
For real.
He came in there, took the gun. Oh God.
And this is where I paid for the whole scene, but I'm only gonna need the edge. Those things. Something about those things.
Just the way it moves too, so practical. They did such a good job.
Yeah.
It's just on strings, I think.
Is it really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Here's Sigourney Weaver as an action hero, and yet it's flawed. It's not like on the first try, the second try, not even the third try. It doesn't break. And then when Newt says she's scared, Sigourney Weaver admits that she's frightened too. I think it's only half to calm Newt down. I think because look at her. She looks like she's kind of terrified. Not like she's determined to kill this thing because she's got to kill it, but she looks like she's terrified. And she outwits it by being smarter. It's not like she has to be like just all powerful.
Not always physical.
And even though the Space Marines come in and they kick some ass at times, the one who eventually wins it all is Sigourney Weaver because the intelligence and she knows what she's facing. She's resilient.
Look out!
Nope. Let's talk about tension building.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then they're about
my
to
shoulders
discipline
are up here
Burke.
because I'm like.
And then they go through the scene with Burke, and they all agree that he has to go. And then all of a sudden, the lights go off, and the aliens have found a way in. The Xenos.
They cut the power. They cut the power. They cut the power. They're animals, man.
They're animals.
They dropped 25 F-bombs in this movie. 25 of them, and 18 of them were from Bill Paxton.
That's awesome.
That's so great.
I heard that and I'm like, wait a minute, really? So I went through and I counted them. I'm like, holy crap. They really did.
That's so funny.
He was responsible for 18 out of the 25 F-bombs.
Oh my gosh.
I remember,
that's amazing.
The funny thing about that is I wrote a short film, and when we filmed it, there was literally one person drops the F-bomb. But the moment he did it, then everybody else just started doing it. I was like, this is not, I'm not going to tell you not to, but like all of a sudden, everybody was like, oh, we can curse?
Well, if you're just going to say it,
yeah, I was just like, all right, let's get out of hand real quick. And like you're saying, her just choking on it and just seeing how strong those things really are. Because everyone's like, oh, you just got to block it and you can rip it off. No, you're fighting for air, first of all, as this thing is coming into your mouth. The idea of just it ingesting.
It has one job,
Yeah.
And even with Hicks pulling on it with like both hands just pulling on that thing, it's not letting go.
No.
It was Hicks and the other guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got lieutenant. Like a death grip on her neck. Just,
There's something just about her waking up and just seeing the canister knocked over and everyone in the audience just going, oh no. This is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just crawling up behind the kid. And you're like, not the kid.
God. Not the kid. Not the kid.
The kid. Yeah. No, that scene is so good.
They found a way in. Something we missed.
This is just another tension building.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, it's a tension building thing with like a countdown.
Yeah.
17 meters, 15 meters.
Yeah.
Once again, sound design. That beeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, you don't have to really see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that they cut to it, but just knowing it's getting louder and getting faster, you're like, oh my God, they're right there.
And it's almost like they divert your attention to the door by focusing
They do.
so
Yeah.
much on Vasquez welding that door shut. It's like, okay, now she got it. Good.
Yeah. That's going to keep them out.
They're still thinking they're right outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Can't be. That's inside the room.
It's reading right, man. Look.
No,
What the hell?
Hudson realizes that they're in the roof.
Yeah, no, I would not be.
This is it right here. Oh, and he just falls back here. This is incredible.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Start shooting.
Yeah, just start.
He's such a badass. I mean, the moment they all realized there was something up there, he's like, I'm going first one up. I mean, obviously, Ripley is the main character. He's going to overshadow everyone else. But Vasquez,
Oh yeah.
just a boss. Even when they do their last stand, she's like, I've always hated you, or you're a dick, or whatever she says to the
Yeah.
guy. And
You always were an asshole.
just still goes out like a champ.
There's so many points in this movie where you're like, oh, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden, oh, something happens. Like, at the end of this scene, Newt falls into the chute, and you're like, oh shit, now we got to go get. You're like, oh, we're in the beginning, we're gonna get off this planet. The ship's coming right now. Oh wait, there's an alien on the ship. Oh, it's crashing. Oh god, and now something happens all the time. And I
When
think
Newt went down that slide, as she called it, the slide, she kept screwing up her takes so she could keep playing on the slide. And Cameron tells her, listen, if you get this take right, you can play on this all you want. So then she just got it right. It cracks me up every time.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's great though, because that explosion that Gorman and Vasquez set off is what causes Newt to fall. And it's just, again, I think that's all in the writing, where Cameron always sets something up and then cause and effect, I guess.
And Vasquez shoots the xenomorph, and then it sprays on her buddy and killing her buddy.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
It's everything has, like you said, everything has cause and effect, and it's just just all everything. It just feels like everything was thought out.
Yeah. Very well.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's mistakes. I'm sure there's plot holes and all kinds of stuff in this movie. Every movie has it, but it just seems Chris is like, no, it's perfect.
No, it's 99.9% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, and that 0.1%, is just some troll.
It's not. Yeah, it's not me, because I love this movie.
No, I know.
So, but yeah, it's just everything seems thought out. The writing, they really took their time. It just feels like, besides just putting up money, $, they really knew what they were doing.
He really did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like they just forgot about the story about, their acid is blood, or their blood is acid. They didn't just throw that away and forget about it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We used it for this scene, and that would work great in that scene.
Yeah.
And then just forget about it. No, it comes into play seriously.
A lot of the time. I mean, that's how many people got sprayed with acid, and I mean, Hicks at the end here is going to get sprayed with acid.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So,
which renders him pretty much useless, because now then it's up to Ripley. It's up to Ripley to rescue Newt.
Which is a great way to eliminate Hicks but not kill him.
Yes.
Yeah. It sidelines him perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Unlike other sequels to where they had to go bigger and better, I think the only thing they were like, we're gonna go bigger and better, is we're just gonna have more.
Yeah.
So we're still gonna play in this pool, but instead of it being like really horror, it's more action.
Yeah.
With horror in it, and where the first one is completely horror.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Action and tension.
Yeah.
I always compare it to Terminator. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. First one's horror, sci-fi horror. Second one, sci-fi action.
Yeah.
This one, first one's sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
Second one, sci-fi action.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does a great job. And it just doesn't. it doesn't feel like those. We have a bigger budget for a sequel. We're gonna now add all these new things to it. And it's gonna be even better. It's like no, it still feels just like the first one.
Right.
We just have more. Like I just said a million times. So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna stop talking. So that was Aliens. What are we thinking, guys?
Hell of a movie to propose to your wife to, I guess. You know what I mean? No, yeah, like I said in the beginning, great characters, great story, great plot points, and still holds up.
It's genius filmmaking, just right there. I mean, come on, it's Cameron.
Like we've been saying the whole time, you can everything across the board was amazing. The pacing was great. I mean, you didn't even see anything until
an hour into the movie.
An hour in, but it held your attention the whole time. Yeah, I mean, Ripley doesn't even sign off to go back into it till like what 20-something minutes in. I
think it's 20 minutes in, and I think that's when you can kind of call it the inciting incident. Is that when they find out the colonists, they can't get a hold of the colonists anymore, and then she has to go back.
The call to action or whatever.
Call to action.
It just keeps it going. It really does keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time through. Yeah. And like we were saying at the end there, the music, and when there's no music, I don't know if it's more terrifying or just more, or just it just keeps bringing you in deeper and deeper. And the acting was amazing. The writing is amazing. The set design is amazing. I was saying before, the sound, it just brings you in, especially when the Marines are walking through it for the first time and everything's so liquidy and gooey.
Like you said, you really feel like you're there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just so good.
So like I said, it's my favorite movie, and I'm glad you guys wanted to talk about it as much as I did.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up. It's so crazy that the first movie is such a good, I know we kind of talked about it before, but it's such a good horror movie. And then this one's such a good action movie. And it's just weird that they were able to break the genre and still make two really good movies.
And stop it at that.
I think that's I think that's why it worked so well. Is they didn't try to just replicate the first one and going with the same horror type theme. Right. Give it a different angle. Come at it from a different direction. Going with action over the horror. And I mean, it's still got horror to it. It's still terrifying at times, but especially that scene in the medical bay with the things running around.
Those little face huggers. They're called face huggers.
Face huggers, not.
Thanks for correcting me. I was calling them face
crawlers to little things.
I call them face fuckers.
Face fuckers. They are. I mean, they are that too.
Well, technically, he's Tim. He's Bonehead.
And he's Sam.
And that was Cinematators.
That's right. That was also Aliens. With our special guest, Chris Naylor.
Stopping
by, having a lot of fun, a lot of laughs with us.
Had a great time, guys.
If you like this or if you didn't, just make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and leave us a comment.
That's right. And please hit that notification bell so you get notified every time there's a new episode of Cinematators out. Sometimes it's weekly. Sometimes your whole family gets sick and you don't have time to edit anything, so it's going to come out the week after. But hey, it comes out at some point. That's all I know.
Naylor, you got anything to add? Anything to pitch?
No, not at all. Not until next time when we review.
Yeah, good talk.
As you cut me off right there. That's what you should do. Edit to where I just go away.
You have anything? No? You're good? Anyway.
Okay, so anyway.
That was great.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us, Chris. It was a lot of fun. I can't say that. I can't stress that enough. We've had two Chris's now as our guests. Apparently, who
was the other?
Chris O'Mealy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He's a good dude.
If you watch the episodes, you'd know that.
There's a lot of episodes. I didn't know you guys did so many episodes, but I got to go back and start. I got to go back and watch some. I watched a few. I got to watch more, so I will do that.
Don't worry, no one else knows there's so many episodes either.
You're not the only one who still hasn't watched them.
All right,
but cool. Thanks for being our expert on James Cameron and all things aliens.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. For Cinematators, keep on dancing.
Yeah,
that felt nice.
How it's like they're setting up these little dominoes all the way through, and
Jesus.
Oh
yes, there's a cat. Yeah,
this is Jonesy. Actually, he heard us talking about him. All right.
Jones A.
Go
I
over there,
recognized him.
Jones.
That's awesome. That's the ending.
That's
This is it.